Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Todoist series. My name is Pullein and today I'm going to show you my late 2021 Todoist setup. Now, very little has changed this year. I've moved a few things around, but I want to go through this as I do and as I have done every year for the last 4 years, just to give you an idea of how my productivity system is evolving over the years. Now, before we go any further, I would just like to say if you do get any value from this video, then please help me by clicking on that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you want to get all the latest tips, tricks and news on using Todoist, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let me take you into my real Todoist account now, and I'll show you how I have it set up late 2021. Okay, so here we are. Let's get started with my today view. Now, maybe something that has changed since earlier this year is that I have now taken full advantage of Todoist's new view feature, which came out a few months ago, so that I can separate my today view by priority. Because I do my daily planning every day, I know that when I start the day, P1, priority 1, is going to be my most important task. And that's right up there at the top, followed by what I like to consider my morning tasks, and then my afternoon tasks. And then everything else comes down at the bottom. Now, for those of you who haven't set this up just yet, you can change this using the custom sorting function here. So if I just turn it off, so I'm going to remove it. As you can see, this is more the traditional way of seeing your tasks. So I can go into view now and I can sort by, and I'm going to create a customed, I'm going to sort by, priority. There we go. And I'm going to do my reset order by descending, and then I'm going to go to group by, again by priority. So I tap that, and that gives me everything I need in order to create this functionality. So I have my most important at the top, and then it comes down descending. Now, the truth is, I don't start my day in today. I start my day in favorites. Favorites is where my workflow operates. So when I start the day, I start here. This is where my objectives for the day is. Now, I only briefly look at this. This is my reminder of what my must-do tasks for today are, and I consider them to be my objectives for the day. So my objective today is to record this YouTube video. Once I've checked that, once I've got that clear in my mind, I move to my today's focus. And this is where I spend the majority of the working day. This is the area that is focusing me on my work. Now, as you can see, today I have 5 tasks. That is not overwhelming in any way, shape, or form. And also, please note, these are not tiny little fiddly things that I would not have a problem remembering. These are functional tasks that each of them are going to take a minimum of probably 30 minutes, more likely to be an hour. Recording the YouTube videos, I have a 2-hour block in my calendar for this. Continue planning the time sector system course update, which I will be doing next week. That is going to be at least an hour. Feedback, I've got a lot of feedback to write, so I had a lot of calls yesterday, so that's going to take me an hour. Sending out the newsletter, that also is probably going to take about 45 minutes, and my C.O.D complete emails also need doing, which actually is probably only 5 minutes, but this is an important part of my business process. So that is my day. That once I finish these, this is where I'm going to spend most of the afternoon and evening getting those done. Now, once I've finished here, once this area is clear, and I would say 99% of the time I will clear this every single day, I then move into my today. And when I go to today, what's left is these things down here. What you'll notice is all these are routines. Every single one of these are routines. This is my routinal end of day, if you like, closing down that I don't want to forget. So my action this day folder is my email. Now, if I was using the Gmail interface, which I don't, I use Apple Mail, then I would have a link directly to this folder in my Action This Day folder, but I don't, so I'm not going to use that. And also these here are just all related usually to a numbers file, or this one is using Buffer. And that's it. Once that is clear, my day is finished. Then all I need to do is go to my tomorrow's focus. Now, the thing about tomorrow's focus is these have got most of my today features here, but this is what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So you can see down here, I've got 5 things. I haven't decided what my objective is for tomorrow, but these are my 5 things that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Okay, so that's how my day is structured. I start at the top, go to today's focus, and then tomorrow's focus. By the way, for those of you who are curious, let me go into my filters here. Today's objectives are edit filter, today, and P1. P1 is the priority one. That's all I need to see today. Today's focus is today and not P4. So what you've got there is the exclamation mark P4. And then tomorrow's focus, I actually use 2 days because I want to see what I've missed today. So if I haven't done something today, I need to see it. So hence the reason it's 2 days and not P4. That will show me tomorrow's task. And then I've got my dashboard, which I think I've covered many times before, and you create your own. There's a video out there somewhere on that, and that's not what today's video is about. So once I've done that, I then, for when I'm doing my planning, so if I've got anything in my inbox, I've not collected anything yet today because I'm focused on doing my YouTube videos, but I would then be processing from here. So anything in this week would go into this week. I've pretty much cleared most of these courses here. These are pretty much done. I will have all that finished. As you can see, Sunday is my final task. So I've done most of my this week work. These are my recurring areas of focus. They're all set up. So it's got my core work in there. So I've got pretty much everything that's related to my core work is set up in there. So that is a key part of my recurring areas of focus. Then next week is for tasks that I want to do next week that I haven't dated yet. So these are not all dated yet. So this will be coming up. And then we've got this month, which is similar to next week, but things I want to do this month, then next month, and then long term, which I've already cleared out simply because we're pretty much at the end of the year, so I'm cleared that one out. I haven't done a lot of the things that I thought I might want to do, so I've decided just to move them to my notes app, and that will start filling up probably later this year. Early next year. And then I've got my routines, which are all recurring. So everything in there is recurring. I separate these by daily, weekly, and monthly. There's no real reason for that other than when I do a review of this, it just helps to keep things nice and neat and tidy. I can just go through those one by one. And then I've got my planning folder in here, which is new because I decided to bring everything together. So where it's different from earlier this year, apart from the theme, I'm now using, I think it's called Royal Blue. I used to have my purpose and objectives, purpose and outcomes or purpose and objectives up at the top here under this week. But I've decided that is a planning tool. I look at that for my planning and to make sure that I'm still on track. Now, there's a lot of personal stuff in there, so I can't really open those up. And I don't want to reveal my personal goals and my project planner for next year because that also has a lot of confidential stuff in. But you've seen the videos over the last couple of weeks about working on the 2022 project planner and the 2022 goals and objectives. So those are in there. What I've done is I've grouped these together because these are all related to planning. And this is the one that I use each week. Actually, that should be up there because that's the one I come to most often. I use that twice a week, usually on a Wednesday, just to make sure I'm on track for this week. And then my goals, which I'm working on, and my project planner, which I'm working on already for next year. And that's it. That's how I've got my Todoist set up late 2021. The whole focus I've had with Todoist this year is to get it clean and tight. Hence the reason why my tasks are genuinely functional. If you also notice that every single task has a verb in front of it, because I need to know when I look at this exactly what I need to do. I don't want to be thinking, oh, what does YouTube videos mean? Or what does feedback for CPI coaching clients mean? I don't need, you've got to be writing tasks while you're in your intelligent self. You write them for your dumb self when you're tired out. Like Wednesday, I drove for about 6 hours. And when I got back, although physically I was fine, but mentally I was beat and my eyes were tired. I don't want to be thinking, well, what did I mean by that? I want to make that crystal clear when I look at this list. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching this episode. And it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Hello, thank you very much for watching my videos. Now I have something exciting to tell you about. Recently I have developed a brand new time management system. It's a system designed to manage your time in the 21st century. The world has changed a lot over the last 20 years. In fact, it's actually changed a lot this year. And what we need now is a system, a time management system that is very easy to use, easy to maintain, so that you can spend more of your time doing the work. And that's what the time sector system is all about. It's going to change your whole belief system about the way a time management system should work, because this focuses on when you are going to do the task. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter how motivated, inspired, or how urgent something is. If you don't have time to do it, it is never going to get done. And that's what this system is built around, getting your work done, so you can spend more of your time doing the things that you want to do. I hope you join me in this course. The full details of the course are in the show notes below, so please join me, and thank you very much for watching this brief video.